We logged on to all trails. We're going to Black Bass Lake just outside of Eureka Springs. Hello adventurers and welcome to my channel. If you're tagging along today, you're going to be tagging along for an exciting one because we are just outside of Eureka Springs and we're about to go on a hike. So let me show you what we're working with. This right here is Black Bass Lake and we have a little trail map with some different things that we might be interested in finding along the way, as well as a brief history of Black Bass Dam. We're starting out right here in the parking lot and we'll be going along this 1.8 mile loop trail right here that's going to take us all the way around the lake and where we can see the top part of the dam and then something really cool that I'm about to show you. Now hiking is always better whenever you do it with somebody else, so today I have my mom along with me. She has her hiking stick in tow. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Yes! What did you find over here, Mom? What is this?
This is the story under the Ozarks, about the geohydrology of the Ozarks.
Very cool. So we're going to find lots of signs like this along our trail, I believe, that are going to tell us more about it. And they also have these old photos, which in the sun have fared okay, but this is where it's really at. Look at this. This shows what like a sinkhole is and what the water table looks like and how deep it is down. I told you were gonna like this one. Yeah, it's one of those hikes. In fact, this one is such a good hike, I'm gonna add it to my 52 hike challenge. Yeah, it's one of those. As we start on the path, it is nice and wide, but it has been raining, so it's a little bit muddy. See, like this section, it's a little muddy, so I would definitely recommend hiking boots for this one. This lake is a man-made lake that was actually created to serve one purpose. See, between the years of 1880 and 1892, the Eureka Springs community suffered 4 major fires. 4 of them. And at the time, they were absolutely devastated each and every time this happened. Their bucket brigades just couldn't keep up, and they needed a water source that was a little bit closer so they could get some water instead of having to go way far out and rely on some unreliable sources. So the inception of this idea began, and within only a couple of years they started digging and creating the stone dam that we see today that holds the water back. That's a pretty cool and resourceful thing, but that's not the end of the story. Let's walk a little further and I'll tell you a little bit more. In 1889, they actually passed a real estate tax, and that's what made all this possible. They started contracting shortly thereafter, and well, the rest is history. Or is it? Things seemed to be going great until 1908. It was at that time that a lot of citizens were saying that the water was simply undrinkable. The vegetable matter, whatever that was making the water taste fermented. Yummy. So some changes had to be made. Guys, so it pays to look where you're going, and Mom just discovered this hazard, I guess we would call it. It looks like a beaver is going to town trying to make this his own, and he is about a sliver away from it happening. In fact, the only thing holding up this tree from becoming a beaver den is this other tree. We should probably move on. It's kind of windy. Good catch, Mom. Good catch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting to be as good at spotting things as you. To Leatherwood Park, just a few miles away.
So Leatherwood Park, I think, is where Lake Leatherwood is, right?
Probably.
I think it is. So Mom's reading this, and it's telling a little bit more about some of the different things that you can find out here. And I'm going to tell you to look into the bottom left without me looking into the bottom left, because there is definitely a squirmy, nasty thing. But see, this is a water one, and this is why we don't get in water we can't see the bottom of. If you watch my channel very long, you'll know I don't do the little no. So to wrap up our story, in 1914, because the water was tasting oh so nasty and people were not satisfied with it, thinking they were unable to drink it, they spent $130,000 to place a new dam directly over the other dam and install a filtration system. This seemed to fix the problem, and until 1960, this was actually the source of water for the town of Eureka Springs. It was at that time that they actually dug down, created wells, and that's what they're using today. So this is the story of why this particular lake is such an important one to come to. But now let's get back to our hike. It's a beautiful day, and we are off to play. As we get to this little hill right here, I think we're at about the halfway point, and there is a bridge that actually goes over the water over here. This is a really cool trail. Mom, what do you think about the trail? Do you think it's easy or moderate?
Oh, this is an easy trail.
So all in all, this is a pretty good trail, and we're gonna get back on it in just a second. But as I'm kind of going around, I hope you're enjoying the little pieces of nature that I'm showing you around, because that's really what getting outdoors is all about. Something just moved behind me. What was that? It was right in here. There was something that moved. It could have been a bird. It could have been a falling leaf. It could have been these briars just moving. I don't know, but we're gonna get on. So right here at the bridge, Mom spotted a beaver dam, and they have been busy. Busy. Wow. So this is probably what they were trying to get that tree for, something like this. We now have a fork in the road. If we continue going this way, this is our original path. However, there is another path that goes this way. Now, at the beginning of the trail, when we stopped at the kiosk, it said there are several of these, and I've seen 2 so far now. And it looks like 2 more trails right here. So altogether, that's 4 different access points. Okay, so we're not gonna take that one. We're gonna keep going this way. Hey guys, I found turtles. Mom said that they would probably be on this side because of the sun, and sure enough, I kept my little eagle eye out and I found some turtles. I love that this spring has a sign to tell us a little bit more about it and some cool facts on here. It even has a few tips that they would tell visitors. And this is really neat. This tip sheet is from 1881. Tells everybody to find a comfortable boarding place and to enjoy the basin and taste the water. These are awesome tips for 1881 and still to this day. But what is the significance of the springs and why they would say to taste the water? Because at the time they thought that the waters of Eureka Springs had healing abilities. One of the rules on here though says you can't curse the spring if you aren't in fact healed. That's interesting. I've never seen that in any of the other things I've seen around Eureka. So you have to come out here to see what other tips that they had, because there's some gems. Pass over this little stone walkway. Ooh, here we go. All I can say is okay, we have made it to the other side where the dam is on this side, and you can't go on it or anything, but you get a really cool vantage of it. So that's really, really neat. Okay, we just got to the bottom, and overall, Mom, what were your final thoughts on this trail today?
I love to hike around the lake.
It was nice.
It was very nice. The wind got up a little bit, so it was a bit chilly. But at the very end of this trail, there was a little small switchback, and it began to get a little bit slippery. Yeah,
since it rained, the rocks are a little bit more loose and movie than they normally probably would be if they're hard packed. So I would definitely recommend not only wearing hiking boots, but also probably, like Mom did here, bring your hiking stick. I think that was really smart of her. So if you are coming out here, I hope that you will share your experiences with me in the comments below. Let me know what you thought. Until next time, guys, though, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!